amount of people that I've met who have said to me and been touched by the Matrix in such a positive way. It's the best.
What if I told you? The most mind-bending twist in The Matrix isn't in the film. It's what Keanu Reeves just revealed, and he was never supposed to say it. For over 2 decades, he stayed silent. Now, at 60 years old, Keanu is breaking that silence and finally telling the truth. This isn't just some behind-the-scenes trivia. This is the secret buried beneath The Matrix for over 25 years. And the reason it stayed buried might change how you see the world around you. Stick with me, because what you're about to hear isn't science fiction. It's a warning. Before Neo, before the bullet time, before the red pill and the blue pill, Keanu Reeves was never chasing superstardom. In the late 90s, he was already known. Speed, Point Break, Bill and Ted. But he wasn't the blockbuster type. He was quiet, private, drawn to indie films and Shakespeare. So when the script for The Matrix landed on his desk, it wasn't a clear yes. He didn't even fully understand it at first. Because the Wachowskis hadn't written a science fiction movie. They'd written a philosophical thesis wrapped in kung fu and code. A story about waking up from a world we've been trained to accept. Most actors passed. Will Smith said no. So did Nicolas Cage. Even the studio didn't get it. But Keanu, he felt it. Something deeper. But like a man trying to understand what's real in a world designed to lie to him. That's why The Matrix worked. Because Keanu wasn't acting. He was searching. And so were we. On the surface, it was cutting-edge action. But under the leather coats and slow motion, it was something else. A mirror. And if this is resonating so far, do me a favor. Pause for 1 second. Drop a comment below. When did the original vision? Much darker. More complex. In early versions of the script, Neo doesn't win. He doesn't break free. Because even the so-called down, too confusing, too dangerous, too real. So they edited it, smoothed it out, turned rebellion into resolution. Keanu knew, but he didn't push back. Not because he didn't care, but because he couldn't. He hinted in interviews, talked about choice, freedom, self-awareness. But he never said too much. Until now. Because in 2024, during an emotional interview on The Late Show, Keanu finally said what fans have always felt. The Matrix wasn't about the future. It was about now. About how we're all sentence that stopped the internet. They made me hide this. He revealed that the studio forced them to cut core scenes, that the real meaning of The Matrix, the illusion of freedom, was too uncomfortable for audiences. So they buried it. Instead, they gave us something they could sell. And for 25 years, Keanu played along. Because back then, he didn't know how much truth he was allowed to tell. But now, at 60, he's not asking permission. He's telling the truth. The Matrix was never about robots. It was about Neo wasn't a superhero. He was a stand-in for you. For anyone who's ever asked, is this all there is? And Keanu, he was the messenger. For 2 decades, he honored what he was allowed to say. But today, he's finally telling us what he couldn't before. And now the question isn't, what is the Matrix? It's, what part of your life have you mistaken for freedom? If this hit you in any way, don't just scroll past. Comment below. Subscribe. Because sometimes the most dangerous message isn't in what they show you. It's in what they're told to leave out. And Keanu, he just showed us what they tried to erase. Up.